Well, guys, it's another short one. I'm not going to promise a video tomorrow. I have no idea. But we just, got this in. Good reference point. Going purple now. As we get closer, I'm going to go deeper purple on my first layer of paint. It's going to be similar color, maybe going a bit more bluish, and certainly lower in value as I lay all this in. In doing so, I'm also drawing the outline of this rocky foreground of this shore. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm done for now. Talk to you soon. So I'm going to use some of the sky colors in the water here. We're going to repeat that. I don't want to go too dark just yet, but I would like the feeling of intimacy in this area. I will leave that line there for now and blend it later. So mostly purple, varying purples, and there will be some raw umber in places. Well, no, there will be some highlights in places. I have my mind on the wrong thing while I'm talking. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy if I talk while I'm painting. Okay. I did mix, I mixed sky colors, but I mixed what was cobalt blue, alizarin crimson, and a bit of raw umber and a bit of yellow ochre. I think that I should leave the raw umber out of that for the time being. See, it's a little muddy there to my taste. That's okay down here, but here I would like to keep my colors a little bit cleaner. So I am mixing back into my pile where I had the raw umber, but I'm not including any more raw umber. I'm just going to let it be for the moment. And if I want to marry this color and this color, and I do need to some degree because they are on the same plane, they're both water, then I'm going to need to, even though it may be a lower value, I'm going to need a similar color. So, this will all be a lower value in the water here, but there will be highlights that will help to, introduce this to this and this to this, back and forth here as well. And I think that, ultimately we want this transition to be somewhat gentle. Because what we really want visually is for there to be a transition from these trees down this rocky point to here. Not an actual line, but an indicated line. So I don't want this line to be too strong. the light here toned down, and we come around the side of the rock, closer to the focal area, focal line really. I'll bring the chrome up a little bit, but for the moment we'll just stay with this. And of course, now that I'm committing to putting some paint here, I guess I kind of need to paint the edges of this rock as well. Yeah, I've gone too purple right along the top there. So, you know the trick we're going to use. Not going to scrape it, but we're going to just absorb most of what's there. Sorry, I got my brush in my mouth. See how that is. Yeah, that's more like it. That is definitely more like it. I'm using my flat brush right now, but I think I'll probably switch to my my large round brush. I'm using a flat number 6 that's fairly worn out. I'll likely switch to, what is this? I think it's a 10. Yeah, a round brush number 10 in a bit, just not yet. There. Okay. I just get the feeling that I'm going too light too quickly here. I might be wrong, but I'm going to have to be careful. Yes, I can always paint over mistakes or misjudgments, but you know, the best painting that you can make is always the one done with the fewest brush strokes. Economy of stroke is it's the golden trophy. It's the thing that really is something to aspire to. And there are a few painters out there who really master that. Okay, I'll just keep playing. So this line we have here is pretty much horizontal. It's pretty flat. And even though I've dropped this shoreline down slowly off to the left, the direction of our brush strokes and of our water, I would like them to parallel this horizon and this line, you know, which are so close to flat, it's almost indeterminate. So for a reminder, I'm going to try to just sort of put in a couple of flat strokes here. And I'm going to let them dry. Well, a little bit. Okay, so the reflections in our water, the little wavelet crests that will catch light, and the dark areas will sort of remain flat all the way down to the bottom. And we'll just take it off of the shore like that. Okay? Anyway, just a reference. Future reference. Okay, well, I guess a couple of things here. I was gone most of the day, so I got home just a little while ago, and I wanted to be bold and put in this sliver of light. Having that in place now, I'm happy with it, the way it sits. That's definitely told me, or it's given me a reference as to how much higher I need to lay in some higher values above this distant shore. And it's giving me even more information as the painting develops as to how I'm going to go out, how I'm going to go about working the sky a little bit more. And my distant shore here, I am going to lighten up some of the trees along the bottom. I didn't really do that so much when I painted it in yesterday, but I'm going to do that as well. I don't have to do it now, but it's nice to have that reference there. This also helps me to know what I'm going to do in the foreground. This line, probably through the camera, looks as though it's dropping down to the right. And it is, by maybe a 32nd of an inch. That's because I really dropped the left-hand line here, where this, where this rock mass sits in the water. Because it's a vertical painting, I wanted to have a little bit of this going on, just to help point, it helps to unify the painting a little. It's pointing up slightly, almost indecipherably by the time I'm done, I think. But it all helps, just even a little bit. So I put this in a messy kind of way. That's okay, I'll work on that. I was thinking that once I had this in place, I would jump to here. I'm feeling pretty lazy. I've already got a pretty good day behind me doing other things, so I think I might just start playing in the water. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The way I was seeing it last night, I did not bring enough light forward, especially on the bottom of this shore. It just needs a few strokes. It doesn't need a whole lot. Anyway, we'll play with that.